I haven't done a 40 days for like a couple of years at this point. I've led quite a few, but I haven't participated for a while. So I've got that like anxious, nervous kind of thing. Always feeling like you have to, as a teacher, represent well and not sure how that's all going to shake out. So mostly excited to be in it with you guys. So it's 40 days of yoga, meditation, journaling, and then just getting present to essentially what you consume, nutrition, and oftentimes some of the other things that you're consuming and how it's impacting what shows up on the mat. So if you're interested, and mainly it's interested looking like wanting to get consistent with your practice, it's a great program for that. You can ask me questions afterwards. Otherwise, let's get started, do what we came for, and we'll do that in child's pose. Welcome, Mike. Welcome, Jen. Jen, you got a new view today. Child's pose. So settle in and make sure that you're comfortable. And then open your eyes. It can be really tempting in the early morning class to close your eyes. Keep your eyes open and set your eyes to a point. I like to put my hairline on the mat and look where my big toes touch back behind me. Just kind of lets my neck feel nice and long. And then once you've set your gaze, start to take some deep breaths in and out. So when you're ready, take a big breath in through your nose and let a sigh come out through your mouth. And do that a couple more times. Okay, take 2 more breaths. Keep your eyes open, steady, and relaxed as you take these last couple breaths. One more. So you're opening up your lungs. You're opening up the muscles and structures around your lungs. And with the next inhale, come up to all fours position, hands under shoulders, knees under your hips. With the inhale, stretch your chest forward, look forward. So come into a dog tilt. And with the exhale, listen close, come into the cat tilt. You'll tuck your chin, you'll round your spine, but then press all the way back to child's pose again. So you're stretching your hips back towards your heels. Then inhale, dog tilt. Come back up, chest forward, look forward. Exhale, cat tilt, and press all the way back, hips towards your heels. Do that 2 more times. All right, 1 more time. Good. And then adding on a little bit, with the next inhale, come up to your dog tilt, chest forward, look forward. And on the exhale, as you press your hips back, stretch your left hand to the right side of your mat. So you're getting a little extra side stretch on that side. Inhale, dog tilt, come back up, chest forward. Exhale, right hand to the left side of your mat as you press back. Oh, it's so good. Do 2 more on each side. Good. So this morning we're going to move, we're going to breathe, and we're going to get everything to wake up, right? There's like some amount that wakes up when you wake up and come out of bed. But then there's just a lot more of like viscera and senses that can be woken up in order to just have a clearer, more intentional day. And that's what we're up to. All right, one more thing we'll add on. With your next inhale, come up, dog tilt, and at the top, stretch your right arm up towards the ceiling. Ooh, exhale, hands to the floor, cat tilt, hips towards your butt, child's pose. Inhale, come back up, chest forward. Now let your left arm goes up. Exhale, round, press your hips back towards your heels. Do that 2 more times each side. Beautiful. Yeah, and like Angie's adding a little bit on, go for it. If you feel called to add some movement, maybe like you roll out your shoulder or roll out your wrist. Angie's adding that thread the needle. Good. Even yourself out wherever you're at. So both sides want equal amount. And once you're even, come into downward facing dog. Bend one knee, bend the other knee. Get a feel for your feet. Get a feel for your hands this morning. And then set your feet, true north alignment. Press down through your hands, down and forward, and stretch your seat towards the back of the room. Good. With an inhale, come out to plank position. So shoulders over wrists. Keep your hands and your feet right where they're at. Take a breath in. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale out, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really press your seat up and back. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, high plank. My dog actually does this a lot. You know why it's called this? Downward facing dog. She gets up off the couch like this little move, and then step your feet up to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway up. Press your seat back. Stretch the top of your head forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Pull the pit of your belly up. Really good. Drop your head all the way down. I love it. Carrie's kind of shaking her head out. Go with that. Greg's swaying side to side. That can feel really good too. I usually find that this part of my back, like low back, mid back, is real tight, especially early in the morning. So a little bit of movement side to side can begin to coax that part of your body open. Good. And then come back to center. Eyes open. Press down through your feet. Heels all the way deep down into the floor. And then inhale, roll up to stand. One bone at a time. At the top, stretch your arms up. Lift the sides of your body up, all the way up. And then maybe stretch back. And exhale, hands to heart center. You're ready. Set an intention for your practice. And we'll begin with 3 ohms. Take a breath in. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees a lot. Then inhale, lift halfway up, seat back, crown forward. Plant your palms, step back, high to low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back, downward facing dog. Open your eyes, see a point. Breathe in and breathe out. Breath in, breath out. One more breath in. Blow all the air out. Move your feet up to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway up. Big breath in. Exhale, fold. Extended mountain pose. Press down through your feet. Reach all the way up high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, high to low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths together. 2 more. Last breath in. Blow all the air out. Step or float, feet up to your hands. Lift halfway. And fold all the way down. Reach up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. In. Out. In. With the out, drop your head all the way down. Good. Last breath in. Bend your knees, blow it out. Step or jump. Half lifts. Fold. Extended mountain pose. Lift the pit of your belly in and up. forward fold, halfway lift, low push-up, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Stay right on rhythm, in and out. 2 more breaths. It's that rhythm that starts to unlock your body. 1 more breath in, empty, move, feet to hands, half lift, fold. Extended mountain pose, look up, open your throat up, fold. Halfway lift up, low push up. Up dog, downward facing dog. 3 breaths, 1 more, right on beat with your breath. So it takes something to really commit to the rhythm that you're setting in sun salutations. Last breath in, blow it all the way out, move, feet to your hands. Half, fold. Extended mountain pose, big stretch, forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, that's the low push-up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. 2 more breaths. So if you feel like you need to slow your breathing down, take a sigh. That's your tool. 1 more breath in, empty completely. Move your feet to your hands. Halfway lifts, fold. Chair pose. Bend your knees, sit back, forward fold. Halfway lifts, low push-up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right thumb, warrior 1. Back heel flat, reach your arms up, low push-up. Upward facing, downward facing dog, left foot steps warrior 1. So you'll spin your back heel in and down, reach, low push-up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. 2 more. Last breath in, blow all the air out, get ready, move feet to hands. Halfway lift up, fold. Chair pose, fold. Link your breath together. Halfway lift. Big breath in. Low push-up. Get all the air out. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Right foot warrior 1. Step with the inhale. Reach up. Low push-up. Blow all the air out. Up dog. Down dog. Good. Left side warrior 1. Arms up with the inhale. Low push-up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. So sun salutations are like dancing, right? There's something about rhythm that just unlocks something innate in our body. You know, you just can't not move when music kicks on. So let your breath sing like that with rhythm, and it calls your body to begin to warm up and open up in a completely different way that you just can't intellectualize, right? Take a big breath in right now. Blow all the air out, you're good. Move your feet to your hands. Lift halfway and fold. Chair pose, forward fold. Halfway lift up, low push up. You could drop back into it. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right foot step. See if you can flow right up to it. Low push up. Flow right back to the next pose. Up dog. Down dog, left side warrior 1. Like a dance, low push-up. Upward facing, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. Last breath in, blow it out. Move feet to hands. Halfway lifts, fold. Chair pose, sit way back, fold. Halfway lift up, low push up. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right side warrior 1. So it helps to look at one point as you come up, low push up. Look at one point on the way down. Up dog, down dog, left side warrior 1. See one point. It's called spotting in dance. Low push up. And here we call it drishti. Upward facing dog, Downward facing dog. 3 breaths, 1 more. 2 more. Last breath in. Blow it out. Feet to your hands. Half. Fold. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Folds. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Roll your shoulders back. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior 1. Stretch all the way up and back. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Left side warrior 1. Now full expression. Press down. Reach up. Open out. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good. Take a big breath in and a sigh. Just level the energy. Good. Bring your big toes to touch. Lift your right leg up and back. Bend your knee, open your hip, flip dog. Just 3 breaths. As soon as you flip, press your bottom 5 fingertips deep down into the mat and hug the bottom tips of your shoulder blades towards the middle of your back. Take a breath in and flip back. High plank, big toes touch, side plank, heels to the right, left hand high. Press back for your heels and forward through the top of your head. So you're getting as long as you can, heel to crown. Take a breath in, hands to the floor, low push up. Up dog, downward facing dog. Big toes touch left leg high with the inhale. Bend your knee, open, flip on the exhale. Good. Gather your shoulder blades towards your upper back and press your thoracic spine up into the back of your heart. Big breath in. Open your chest up and flip back. High plank, side plank, right side. And so as you're long, heel to crown, press down through your bottom hand and stretch up through your top arm. So you expand through your upper back. Really good. Devin and everyone, take a big breath in, reach, hands to the floor, low push up. Up dog, roll your shoulders back, downward facing dog. Step your right foot to your right thumb, crescent lunge. Okay, so as soon as you hit crescent, bend your elbows down. So you've got like goalpost type arms. Now, rather than being straight out to the side, take your arms a little bit forward. So it's more like you're hugging a big bear with your upper arms. I guess that's kind of an image right here. So from that position now, pull your upper arms straight back. You'll feel the muscles in your armpits hug in towards your ribs as you do that. Keep that. Inhale, reach your arms back up. So your shoulders will move up, but your arm bones, your armpits, pull back towards the back side of your body. Now with that, we call that shoulder integration. Lunge down deep and lift up through the sides of your body to stretch high. Yeah, take a big breath in, hands to heart. Keep your shoulders on your back, hinge forward, and twist to the right side. So it will be very tempting to slide your shoulders off your back to get your elbow outside your thigh. Keep your arm bones drawn onto your upper back, your shoulder blades hugging in towards your upper back. Now 2 more breaths. Widen your chest. 1 more breath in. Blow all the air out. Inhale up, crescent lunge, and then open up to warrior 2. Warrior 2. Nice little move here is to flip your palms up and feel your shoulder blades move onto and a little bit down across your upper back. Now stretch fingertip to fingertip. You can leave your hands like that, or you can flip them back down, but keep your arms rolled up like that. Nice, Damien. Take a breath in. Now tilt, extended side angle. Yeah, you've got 5 breaths here. Go deep. Front knee over your front heel. Good, Devin. You can stretch your top arm over your ear. You can wrap your arm around, bind, half or full. Whichever you're taking, turn your chest up towards the ceiling. Here's your last breath in. 2 hands to the floor, low push-up. Upward facing dog, shoulders straight back. Downward facing dog, press back. Big breath in. Blow it out. Step your left foot to your left thumb, crescent lunge. Good. Feet look good. And so now, cactus arm. Bring it in front. So most have kind of like the confused look. So let's try, we'll move a little bit just to feel what this is. So as you bend your elbows in like that bear hug open shape, take your arms and push them forward. And then take your arms and pull them straight back. Do that 3 or 4 times. So what I want you to feel, it's not this, right? So you're not opening or closing. Your arms go forward and back. That's it. Yep. So in anatomy, this is shoulder retraction and shoulder protraction. You have this ability through your shoulders, your shoulder blades. Now you're going to take your arms and pull them straight back. Lock them there. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Let your shoulders go up, but keep your armpits pulling back. Good. Now lunge down deep. From the sides of your body, stretch up, chest up, hands to heart, tip forward, and twist to the left side. Beautiful. So as you put your arm on your leg, it's not so much to drive the twist. You press your arm into your leg to help you pull your right shoulder back onto your upper back. So feel how you can leverage your arms onto your back by using your front thigh. Now 2 more breaths. As your chest gets wider, fill your chest with air. Blow all the air out. Good. Crescent lunge. Come up and open up warrior 2. Yeah, be like that. Bend your knee, open your arms. Good. Flip your palms up so you're rolling your shoulder blades towards each other and down your upper back. And take a breath in. And tilt, extended side angle. Okay, 5 breaths to go where you're going. Deep breaths. Full breath in and full breath out. 2 more breaths. Press down through your back heel. Stretch up and forward through your crown. 1 more breath in. Hands to the floor, low push up. Good. Upward facing dog, shoulders straight back. Downward facing dog, press back. Good. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step or jump, feet to your hands. Lift halfway up. And exhale, fold. Chair pose. Prayer twist to the right side. So as you set your hands, shoulders straight back onto your upper back. Yes. In my body, what I feel is like the muscles under my armpits are very engaged. It feels like I have 2 hands on my ribs squeezing when I draw my shoulders back. And then you might start to feel heat in your upper back. So if you have some of those things happening, you're in a good arena with it. Take 1 more breath in. Stay for the out. Now chair pose. Keep the seat. Reach up high and fold. Fingers to toes, forward fold. Drop your head. Elbows left and right. So stick your elbows out to the sides. Use that to move your shoulder blades onto your upper back. Then drop your head out from between your shoulders. Yeah, take a breath in. And then even if you think your head has already dropped, drop it again. Good. And then release your toes. Chair pose. Sit back, reach high. Prayer twist to the left side. Good. 4 more breaths. Press your right arm into your left thigh and hug your right upper arm back. Good. Lift your chest up off your thigh. Take 1 more breath in. Stay for the out. Chair pose on the inhale and fold, gorilla pose. Step onto your hands. Good thing about gorilla is that your elbows have to go out to the sides. Kind of can't not do that. Elbows wide. So widen your upper back, widen your chest, and drop your head out from between your shoulders. Nodding your head a little bit can help. And at this point, you're warmed up enough that now you can pull on your feet with your hands and press your sitting bones up towards the ceiling. Open your hamstrings up a little bit more. Good. Big breath in. Open your mouth, let something go. And then step off your hands. Crow pose at the top of your mat. So hands shoulder width. Shoulder width distance apart. Laura, go a little bit wider. Sarah, go a little wider with your hands. Yep. Good. Dig your fingertips into the mat. And then everyone take one more breath in. Feet to the back of your mat, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Blow it out. Listen close. Drop to your knees. Drop to your knees. So we don't usually do demo stuff early in the morning, but I want to give this to you guys. So look up front here real quick. We're kind of angled kind of well for that. And I think everyone at home can see me okay if I'm here, which it looks like they can. So I want to break down crow real quick. Because what I'm seeing a lot of are really close hands. Like hands are here, and even here, like this is pretty close. You want your hands pretty wide. The reason being that the wider your base, the more stable you are. If your hands are really close together, you're like teetering on a very small foundation. It's a bit precarious. The reason why we do this is because it feels safer, right? Staying coiled in just kind of feels a little bit safer, but you want your hands wide. So when you go to set up, take your hands almost even, like baby fingers go off the sides of the mat, that wide. Start by bending and start with your knees on the outside of your arms and your feet together. Another piece is not to do this. So the reason why not to do this is when you go to tip, your feet being wide will create this like back bendy thing that makes this very likely. Instead, bring your feet together. It pulls your belly up. This is where you have control about not tipping. So you'll come here and your feet don't have to lift. This could be it for now. Play with weight in your fingertips. Play with pulling the pit of your belly up. And then if you feel ready, you pull your heels up towards your butt to come into the pose, okay? So let's give it one more shot. Let me walk you through it. So we'll go step by step. So step one is hands wide. Yeah, like good. Tina, good. Devin, good. Nice and wide. Yes, Jordan. Open your fingers up wide. So you want all nice big wide base on both hands. Now, bend your knees, put them on the outside of your upper arms, like a deep squat, and put your feet together. Perfect. Now look off the front of your mat. If your head goes down, you're going down. Grip your fingertips, look forward, and if you're feeling ready, and most of you look ready, squeeze your heels up towards your butt. Good. So Sarah, just lean right there. You don't even have to jump. So lean, keep your feet on the floor. Jumping won't help you. So you want to build the strength up. Lean right there and just hold it. So don't jump. Lean and hold it. Lean right there. 5. Just stay right there. 4, 3. Look forward. 2, and 1. Feet to the back of your mat. Good. Upward facing dog. Roll your shoulders out. Oh, downward facing dog. Press back. Take a big breath in. Blow all the air out. Look forward. Step or float. Feet to your hands. Lift halfway. And fold. Extended mountain pose. Got a big stretch in here. Open your belly up. Eagle pose. Bend your knees. Wrap your right leg over. Your right arm under. And sit down deep. 3 breaths. Good. Take one more breath. And then step down. Reach high. Left side. Eagle pose. This pose is cool because it demands focus. It demands that you settle yourself in order to stay balanced. Good. Step down, reach high, breathe in. Standing leg raise, right side. Good. Hug your right arm straight back onto your upper back. Then open your leg out to the right. Hug both arm bones in towards your upper back. And from the center of your chest, stretch out through both arms. So you can even let like your knee draw your arm out a bit more, your foot draw your arm out a bit more, your left arm, reach that out more. Take a breath in and come back to center. Kick your right leg back towards the back of the room, airplane pose. Good. Hug your arms up onto your upper back. So feel the bottom tips of your shoulder blades plug into the middle of your back. And then from there, stretch out through your fingers. Good. Hands to heart center. Keep that hug. Half moon. Left hand down, right hand high. So move your arms from the center of your body. Rather than letting your shoulders slide off your upper back or slide out to the sides, magnetize your shoulder blades into your upper back and stretch from the center all the way out, fingertip to fingertip. Beautiful. Take one more breath in, and then 2 feet to the floor, fold. Bend your knees, let everything go easy. Easy peasy. Breath in, breath out, and then press down through your feet, roll up to stand, reach. Standing leg raise on the left side. Down through your standing heel. Hug in through your 2 legs. Hug in through your upper arm. Good cat. And then open. Leg to the left. Eyes to the right. Continue to hug your 2 thighs up into your pelvis. Your 2 arms into your upper back. And from that center, stretch all the way out. Good. Breath in. Come back to center. Kick your left leg back. Airplane pose. Almost crashed the airplane. Good. Plug in. So this action of integration, hugging all your limbs into your center line, and then expression from your center line, stretch back out to your fingertips, to your toes, to your crown. Hands to heart center, half moon. Four deep breaths. So just as your breath, when you inhale, you expand out. When you exhale, you hug in. It's like a natural thing. Have that same sense of pulsation through your whole body. As you inhale, you stretch. As you exhale, you hug. Really good. Last breath in. Stretch all the way out. 2 feet to the floor and fold. Bend your knees. Come all the way down. So you give your hamstrings a moment to unlock. And if you're using a strap for dancer, grab it. On the inhale, come rolling up. Dancer pose or standing bow on the right side. Just one. One per side. So you can use your breath as like this opportunity to check these 2 facets of your pose. With the inhale, what is there to extend out? Where could I create more space? And with the exhale, where is there for me to hug in where I could create more stability? Good. 3 more breaths. 2 more. With that next inhale, kick your back shin back a little bit more. Good. Now here's your last breath in. Step out. Left side dancer pose. I don't always like to say how many breaths we're going to do. We're like supposed to do that. I don't like to say it though. I breathe slower than most, so I'm like, we're still going. And everyone's like, I'm 5 and I'm done. I did 5. Come in. So I'll say 5 breaths, but come into it. Like, don't totally commit to that number. Come in like a timeless way. So maybe it's 6, maybe it's 7, maybe it's 4 breaths that you'll be here. And it's just giving you space to play. I've got about a 5 breath amount to play here. Here's that last breath in, and then 2 feet down. Really good. At the top of your mat, tree pose. Right foot to your left inner thigh. Because we all breathe different, right? Some of you breathe faster, and some of you breathe slower. I hear a lot of like, you say 4, and then it's 10 breaths later. Right? Especially in wheel. You have those big breaths in wheel. And then when you're ready to reach your arms up. Yeah, and then in that space, that's something like 3 breaths, play. Press down for your standing heel. Zip up the pit of your belly and press up through the top of your head. Take 1 more breath in and step down. Change sides. In my younger yoga days, I used to breathe faster because I thought it would get me out of the 5 breaths. Like, 5's done. Good. And in about 3 breaths. So you've gotten to wherever you're at in the pose. So now how can you hug in and stretch out and get to that new spot? A little more space, a little more stability. 1 more breath. And step down. 2 feet at the top of your mat. Inhale, reach up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, low push up, take it back. So you'll flow through upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands, triangle pose. Okay. Go for that block or water bottle. Our fingertips on the floor, outside your right shin. Yeah. So Jen, try your block. And what I love about the block is like if you're hovering, which is not a bad thing, it usually makes that left side of your body tight. Like it kind of holds everything together. But when you have the block, you can lean your weight down into the block now. And the left side of your body can relax a little bit. Because now what you can do is lean out to the right. So go a little bit wider. Yeah. Lean out to the right and let that whole left wall of your abdomen get some space. Good. And then 2 more breaths. Can you make your breath a little bit bigger in the left side of your body, as though you could only breathe into the left lung? Nice. And then inhale, press down, come all the way up. 10 toes space the left long side of your mat, side facing wide-legged forward fold. Just 3 breaths here. Right, so just kind of know where you're going, go, and play in the span of 2 more breaths. Drop your head all the way down if it's the fold. And if your legs are up, start taking your legs back down. And then everyone catch your waist. Inhale, stand up, turn forward, reverse namaste, front facing forward fold. Good. Devin, go longer with your feet. Yeah. You have like that perfect mat that like gives you those markers. I love that about my mat. I have that too. And so as you fold down, press your front big toe mound into the floor. And from your front toe pushing down, drag your right sitting bone back. Shift weight out into your front foot. So go forward. Keep going. Keep going. If it hurts your knee, bend your knee a bit more. Yeah. Now press your big toe mound. It's like you're pushing the gas pedal with your right foot and draw your right sitting bone back. There you go. You feel a little bit more like in your hamstring. Good. Take a breath in. Now drop your hands. Keep your legs in your hips where they are. Yep. Left hand to the floor. Right arm towards the sky. With your right hand, bend your elbow and touch your right shoulder. Here, touch it. Yep. Now with your hand touching your shoulder, move your shoulders straight back onto your upper back. That's it, Damien. Now you can stay here or re-extend your top arm. So from having plugged in your shoulder, now stretch fingertip to fingertip. That's it. 2 more breaths. 1 more big breath in. Stay for the out. Hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Get a breath in your down dog. Probably a good time for a sigh. Beautiful. And then step your left foot between your hands, triangle pose. Good. Go to the outside. So cat, grab your block. Take that baby out here. It's going to make life so much better. Do fingertips on the block. So you want some weight, but it's not like all your weight. Your legs have got you for the most part. And then just do like here. Look at my fingers real quick. Kind of like that. Yes. So you have some weight, but you can't put everything into it. Now lean out to the left. Yeah. And then you keep going until like that front right portion of your abdomen, you start to get some stretch. Woo! Yeah. You're good. You're good. Take 2 more breaths. 1 more breath in. Blow all the air out. Then stand up. 10 toes face the right long side of your mat. Fold. Side facing, wide-legged forward fold. 3 breaths. Good. If your legs are up, bring your legs back down. Catch your waist. Inhale, stand up, turn forward, reverse namaste, front facing forward fold. Take a long stance, so like 2 feet, 3 feet between your feet. Sarah, step longer front to back. Yep. And then soften your front knee and take your weight forward into your front foot. So your weight's going to go forward. Yes. Now with your weight in your front foot, press your big toe mound down and drag your left sitting bone back. Keep your knees soft. Yeah, and you bend and find where you can feel the stretch in the belly of the muscle of your hamstring. So it's like right in the middle part of your back leg. Kind of play and find that spot. Take a breath in and then drop your hands, right hand down, left hand high, twisting triangle pose. Yep, bend your left elbow, touch your left shoulder, draw your left shoulder straight back onto your upper back. And then you can stay or re-extend. Good. 3 more breaths. Greg's like lifting his back leg up. I like it. If you want to get a little spicy and lift up one of your balancing points. Last breath in. Stay for the out. Hands to the floor, downward facing dog, step back. Take a breath in. Blow it out. Then slide out. High plank. Good. Bend your elbows, lower all the way down to the floor. Stretch your arms back, locust pose. Let's change this real quick. Bring your hands back to like your chaturanga hands, chaturanga arms. So hands back by your ribs. Some of you are kind of under your shoulders. Go back towards your rib cage, right? Keep them there. Now press your hands down into the mat. You're not going to lift your chest yet. So head down, chest down, just press your hands. This is something called an isometric action. So isometrically press your hands down. Nothing is moving, just pressing. And now isometrically drag your hands back. Nothing's going to move yet. So you're probably going to feel your armpits again. You're probably going to feel your upper back a little bit. Keep that pressure down and back. Now inhale, peel your chest forward and up by pressing down and back to peel. Good. Stay right there at the top. You can lift your legs, add them in if you'd like, and then take 3 breaths. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Chest reach forward and lower it all the way down to the floor. So you can undo your hands for a moment. Get a breath. Let your upper back flush with some fresh blood. And then set it up again. Hands right beside your lowest rib. Press down. Drag back, and then inhale, peel your chest forward and out. Really good. Now you can stay here, or if you want, now you can reach your arms back. But keep this action of your shoulder blades plugged into your upper back. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Last breath in and lower it all the way down to the floor. Soften for a breath. And then next up is floor bow. Bend your knees. Catch the top of your ankles. Pause. Bring your knees in towards center. Then with the inhale, kick only your shins back. Keep your head and your chest down. So just kick your shins. Watch for your shoulders to move up onto your back. So get as much of that action first as you can. Then kick harder to lift your chest up. 3 breaths. 2 more. How much can you relax through your chest? 1 more breath in, and then lower it all the way down. Good. Bend your knees. Windshield wipe your legs side to side. What can really tend to happen in that pose is we cramp up through our chest, or we tighten our chest to brace, and we resist the pose. Everything ends up on our low back. So second set, now you know how to go in, catch your ankles, pause, and kick your shins back. Take a breath or two to let your shoulders go back, let your chest open up, and then kick harder to lift your chest. And breathe right there. Don't have to go super high. Good. 1 more breath in, and lower it all the way down to the floor. Beautiful. Windshield wiper 1 time each side. Then plant your hands beside your lowest rib. Put that action in. Press your hands down. Drag your hands back. Now inhale, peel up first to the locust, and then press down more to go all the way up to the up dog. Keep dragging your hands back. Chest forward. Roll your shoulders up and back. So really get your shoulders onto your back, Angie. Yeah. Take a breath in. Downward facing dog. Pull your belly into your spine. Take a big breath in. Blow it out. Drop to your knees. 1 camel pose. So the shoulder action is key, so that as you set back, what you're not doing is keeping your shoulders like on the front of your body and going back here. Set your shoulders onto the back side of your body, lift up as high as you can, and then relax your shoulders and your head back. So it's kind of like that bow action. Let gravity take your shoulders, let gravity take your neck. The action that you're applying is press down through your shins and lift the center of your chest up as much as you can. Good. 2 more breaths. Can you soften your throat? Even if your head doesn't go back, soften the quality of your throat. Last breath in. Last breath out. Inhale, lift your chest up and out, and downward facing dog, press back. Take a breath to get long from your fingertips up to your tail. And then look forward, step or jump to a seat, lie onto your back, bridge pose. Bridge. Bend your knees, plant your feet. Great pose to get a sense of that arm integration. So as you take it, bend your elbows, upper arms on the mat, forearms point up towards the ceiling. So it's like robot arms. Like do. So you'll take, but forearms go up. Like that. Like that. Perfect. Beautiful. Now press your upper arms and the back of your shoulders down into the mat. Watch for your upper back to press up into the back of your heart. And the last 2 breaths, get long, shins forward, heart towards your chin. Last breath in, and lower it all the way down to the floor. Take a breath in, blow the air out. Start with the bridge. Come up to bridge, arms and robot arms. Press your upper arms down so you integrate your shoulders. You could stay here or now set up for wheel. If you go to wheel, keep your shoulders on the back of your body and press up. Nice, Angie. 5, 4, really good. 3, 2, and 1. Tuck your chin, come down. Breath in, breath out. Bridge or wheel, we got 3 more. Set up and come up. So shoulders on the back side of your body. Your shoulders will move towards your ears a little bit. So you're not pulling them down away from your ears. Let them move towards your ears a bit. One more breath in. Tuck your chin, come all the way down. Breath in. Blow it out. Bridge your wheel. Set it up. Right? So it's practice for a reason. You get to practice like when I do this with my shoulders or that with my shoulders, what happens? And look for where there's the most warmth, the most space, the most stability. Breath in, tuck your chin, come down. Take a breath. This is the last one. And then set up and come up. Waking up the dead zone in your upper back and your mid back. You're going to stand taller and breathe bigger for having this part fully awake, fully functioning. One more breath in. Tuck your chin, come all the way down, Supta Baddha Konasana. Usually by now, like I just want my arms out wide. I feel so like, oh, my chest is free. All that rounding I do during the day is unlocked. Yeah, one more breath just to savor that openness. And then gather your knees in towards center, dead bug pose. Good. Bring your knees back to center. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Two options. Sit on your hands or robot arms. And take a breath in, a breath out. With the exhale, settle your front ribs in towards center to stabilize your core. And then breathe in. And on the exhale, lower your right foot to hover. Take a breath in and switch your legs. Good. Go side to side. Good. You've got 20 more seconds. Move at the pace where you're just barely able to keep your core stable. So if you're here and pretty easily stable, go a little bit faster. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs up. Breathe in. Lower your legs a third of the way down. Breath in. Lower another third. Breath in. Lower to hover. Look up at your feet. 5, 4, 3. Push into my hands. 2, and 1. Legs go back up. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock forward and back. 1, 2, 3. On the third one, downward facing dog. Good. From downward facing dog, plank. Actually, let's look real quick. Drop your knees for a second. So I feel like let's demo this and then we'll do it. You're going to come to forearm plank and you've got 3 options. Option number 1 is just the forearm plank. And this includes, if you need to drop your knees, you're dropping your knees. Okay? Option number 2 is dolphin. So this is a pose where you're walking into a down dog shape, but you're on your forearms, pressing your forearms down. Option number 3 is you lift a leg, and if you want to take a couple hops, playing with shoulder stand or a forearm stand, you can do that. Okay? So you've got 30 seconds. Actually, no, you have a minute. You need about a minute for that. Okay, start with forearm plank. You're on the clock now. Yep, work forearm. Work your knees down. You could do that. Walk your feet in. Now, if you're using dolphin, push your forearms down. So get as much space between your head and the floor as you can. Nice. And then one leg up, or you can be kicking. And if you kick, make sure you alternate. Good. 20 more seconds. Breathe. Breathe as an access to fuel. Jen at home is doing one leg at a time. Love that. Kind of like marching in place. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Down dog, half pigeon on the right side. Soften your shoulders, soften your face. And then change sides, half pigeon on the left side. You've done all this incredible, intentional, sometimes I want to call it work, but it's not really work, it's play. Play and movement. And you've done all this to wake up the viscera of your body. And so keep your eyes open, stay awake. It will be tempting to close your eyes again. See a point. Relax the quality of your gaze. And then walk up to your hands, swing your right leg forward, seated single leg extension. Stretch your arms up towards the ceiling, lift the sides of your body up high, and then fold. Catch your right foot. Strap your right foot, bend your right knee. Steer your left shoulder down towards your right leg. Take a breath in. Release all the way in on the breath out. And then sit up and switch your legs. With the inhale, sit up nice and tall, create lift, and then fold over your left leg. Now, if the left side of your belly is not touching your thigh, bend your left knee a little bit more and make that contact. So left belly towards the upper part of your thigh. Take a breath in. On the exhale, fully drop in. Head down. You can usually find you can drop a little bit more and then sit all the way up. Reverse table. Good. Shoulders towards the floor in order to hug them into your upper back. Send your chest up, way up high, your hips way up high. Big breath in. Open your mouth, and then sit all the way down. Lie back, take your legs up, waterfall, shoulder stand. Could be headstand at the back of your mat if you're in studio, or handstand at the front of your mat. If you want to give forearm stand another try, you can do that here too at the front of your mat. Keep your eyes open and your breath deep. Here, do one, I'll catch you. Whenever you're ready. You can come down whenever you're ready to come down. You just lower one leg when you're ready. Oh, perfect. Nice. All right, if you're in shoulder stand, take your feet to the floor behind you for plow. Headstand, handstand, child's pose. And then from plow, bend your knees. You're welcome. Around your ears, deaf yogi pose. And so much of our practice, we're working with a long spine, and we've been practicing bringing your shoulders onto your back. So here's where you reverse all of that. Really make your shoulders wide. and allow your spine to round like a C shape. And so all of those muscles and all of that work that happened on the backside of your body, allow that to release now and be rejuvenated. And then slowly roll down one bone at a time. And so you're lying all the way down onto the mat. Hug your knees into your chest. Drop your knees to the right till your arms look off to the left. And gather your knees back to center. Twist in the other direction. And then come back to center, Supta Baddha Konasana. You have a cool eye towel in the upper corner of your mat. And if it's not there yet, it's coming. And once you're settled, take a deep breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. And straighten your legs, Shavasana. Let your body rest. And a completely different quality than what you woke up from this morning. Where this morning your body was resting, but you were unconscious in sleep. Shavasana is conscious rest. Fully awake, fully alert. Feel your breath, feel your heartbeat, feel the sensation of your feet and your hands. Might be like a sense of a warmth or a tingling. And then gently hug your knees up into your chest. Roll to your side and pause. And it's such an incredible gift to have this, to know that you're still alive, you're still here, you're still present, even when you're not doing something. And so feel in this pause of total stillness that you're totally alive, you're totally here. And then from there, press down, come up to a seated position. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in, and then bring your hands to heart center. And tap in. Whole, perfect, and complete, alive, just as you are, without anything added. From that space, set an intention for the rest of your day. And then we'll close with 3 final Oms. Take a breath in. Lift your thumb knuckles to the center of your forehead. Take a breath in. Clear it out through your mouth. Namaste. Namaste. Great job this morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining in studio. Those in studio, Jen, we lost a couple of our other virtual folk, but good to see you and your awesome bright red couch. That's a good one for like inversions and practicing on. That would be a good one for dropbacks too. I don't know if you're playing with dropbacks yet. That's like the perfect couch for that. All right. Have a good one, everybody.